I'm Rachel, and today I'm going to show you my quick and easy way to edit color in Final Cut Pro using the color board. It's a super simple way to edit color. I know that there are many other ways to edit color and you can get much more in depth than this, but this is the quick and fast way and very basic way to edit color. Okay, let's get started. Clips, because I don't really like these clips. These are not that great. So let's get back to our trip to Versailles and let's find some more. Maybe we can add this one. Oh, that's great. That's the Hall of Mirrors. Let's add these two clips in so we can get a little bit more interesting ones. I'm going to drag these down to the timeline. Okay, so I can see here that this clip is nice, but it's not that vivid, and I want to enhance the color. So I'm going to, with that clip selected, you can only do color here. I'm going to do one clip at a time. So I'm going to take this, and over here in this panel, you can see over here there's video, and it has all the possible filters or installed effects that this program has. There's audio down lower, and if I click on audio all, these are all audio filters and audio edits that you can apply to your clips. Well, right now I want to do video, so I'm going to go back to video and say, oh, the one that I like to use is over here, and it's the color board. So I'm going to click this. One way to do this is to drag it on top of my clip, and you can do that, and I come over here to this top menu and click on the color triangle, and it brings up my color board. I'm going to hit Command Z and show you another way to do this. Would be able, so the standard it comes up with are the color wheels, the view. You can change to single wheels or all wheels. So to have the 4 color wheels, the global, the shadows, the highlights, and the midtones. These work really well. You can change, you can lighten the exposure, you can darken the exposure, you can change it more vivid or whatnot. You can move the center around, but I find those take a lot more time. So let's reset this and undo. I prefer to go down here and grab this color board, and if I double click it, it comes up top here as a color board. That's the same as clicking and dragging it on top of your timeline, and on top of your actual clip. So if I come up here, I'm going to first go to exposure, because I find that if my exposure is wrong, the whole thing is not going to look very good. So let's get to a portion like this where I can look at my exposure and say, if I lighten this here, it makes it brighter, and it can get too overexposed if I put it too high up. If I bring it down, it gets really dark, underexposed. So it means not enough light. These are the midtones here in the middle, and I can lighten all the midtones, or I can lighten all the dark shadows as well and make it really dark. To hit reset, you want to hit the arrow back, which is right over here. That resets this line back to even. But I'm going to brighten it up just a wee bit here. And now I think I want to work on saturation. Saturation is the thing that really makes it pop. I'm bringing the midtones up. I want them to be more golden. And I'm finding this is looking better right here. And color, I can also tweak the color, the midtones, the blues, whatever. If I want to do yellows, I can bring the yellow out, it turns to green. You have to work very, very small in small increments here, or you're going to mess something up. I don't really like working with this color board very well. I prefer the circles that I showed you earlier. There you have it. Working with exposure here is the easiest way I find to brighten up a video clip. Now let's show you one that's really particularly dark. Let me see if I can find one that, oh, right here is perfect. Actually, cancel. You see this portion of this video right here is really dark. So how can I fix this? Well, I'm not going to be able to fix everything, but let's drag the color. So let's drag the color board. Let's double click this or drag it onto this clip. And up here's the color board. I'm going to see if the exposure will change. See what happens when you pull this up? All of a sudden you're getting to see more information there. However, it washes out the windows here, and I don't like that. So I'm going to return it where it was. How about if we move the midtones? Now you're getting to see what's on the walls. It also can wash it out, and if I do this, this washes it out way too much, so I'm not going to treat that too much. But let's move these up. Let's go to saturation, see if we can bump up the color a little bit in this. So even though this is not perfect, the reason why it's not is because my initial clip was not a good clip. Because I was filming looking straight in at the glaring sun out the window, which is why the wall is dark. That's not a good angle to photograph, but that's where I was standing in the room. So that's one way to edit the clip. And the rest of the clip, as you can see, we see the same edits, which I don't like. So one way to change that would be to find the area on the clip where you've got that dark wall use your blade tool to separate it out, and then you can edit just that clip the way you want it, and then edit the other clips with a different exposure. So we want this exposure to be back normal, and we want to actually, we want the saturation to be heavier here because it needs to be more intense. In exposure, let's put the exposure back. Oh, that looks so much more richer, don't you think? I think it's much better to be richer here and brighten it up a bit, but saturation, we want to keep that more golden. So that's how you would do just one portion. So if I want to take these same video edits that I have over here and apply it to this other clip, because that originally was part of it, I'm going to select my clip that I already did the color edits to. I'm going to push Command-C for copying the edits that I made. And then I'm going to go to the clip that I want it copied to. I'm going to select it, come up here to the menu that says Edit, and I'm going to paste the attributes of the former clip to this. Paste Attributes brings up this other menu, and I can see here the video attributes that I want to paste are the color board 1. I don't want to paste any transforming, crops, or audio. The volume is just remaining the same here. The volume I'm not going to alter because the volume has already been turned low, but I'm going to paste the color board, so I would just basically hit paste, and voila, there you have it. This video clip is the same as the one over here. And that is how you copy and paste the video attributes from one clip to another. So that's all there is to it. That's how simple it is to edit color in Final Cut Pro. Yes, you can get a lot more in-depth, and there are plenty of video tutorials out there, but this is the quickest way that I like to do it because it saves a lot of time. And I think it produces some pretty good results. So that's all for now. Today you learned how to edit color in Final Cut Pro, the super simple and quick and easy way. Obviously there are a lot more ways to do it, but this is the basic way. I hope you liked this tutorial, and I hope it helped you. If you have any further questions, please let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer them in a future video. Thanks so much for watching, and go make some art today.